Hi guys, today's video is going to be on the Blokees Defender version 02, the Overthrow blind box figures. The retail price is $35.88 for a case, and I did purchase this from Blokees. It averages out to about $3 a piece. Each case has 12 blind boxes, and this one contains one special type figure, so I'll go ahead and show you the special type figures that you can get with this set. It's going to be the four here. These are special type, and these are like super special type. So we're guaranteed to get one of these four in here. This is what the top of the box looks like. Sides, there's the barcode if any of you guys want it. The bottom. And then again, this side, it shows all the characters in here. Alright, so let's go ahead and open it up. Alright, so as you can see, we do have a card here on the top. Ooh, it's a really nice looking card. It's got some holographic borders on it and some detailing also on the characters as well. It's a pretty big card. This one looks really nice. Look at that. Alright, let's go ahead and open these blind boxes up. This is what the boxes look like. They really pop too. Blokees always does a really good job on their packaging. I love their packaging. This is what the back looks like with all the characters. Okay, so here is a booklet. And it is Starcream. I do have to mention again, I love the new upgraded instruction booklets. Also, we do get a tiny little card. Normally, they'll put the card in this bag here, like the little circle cards that come with it, the character cards, but it looks like on this set they've included them on the outside of the box. Here we have Starcream, and you can see this is our special type that we're guaranteed in the box. It says it on the card there. Starting off, we're going to go with our special figure here, which is Starcream. He does look pretty nice. He's got some matte chrome paint on his body and on his face right here. He does have some detail on his leg pieces, and they did, even though these are kind of like low resolution, they did give him some detail back here. They also put his stripes and insignias on the back, but they didn't do them on this side. So I think it kind of takes away from it. To be a special character, it would have been nice to have the decals and stripes on this side as well. So I'm going to bring in Thundercracker here. I do want to show you guys, it is the same mold, but you can tell this is a special character because they did add, you know, the additional detailing down here on the legs, which he does not have. And then the matte chrome paint. You can also see that this side of his wings don't have any stripes or the Decepticon logos either, just on this side. So yeah, there is a little bit of a difference. There is a little bit of an upgrade with this one. Okay, going over articulations, they're all going to be the same for these robot mode versions. His head is on a ball joint, but you have to tilt it forward a little bit so that you're able to turn it 360 like this and avoid those back pieces. His blasters on his shoulders can peg off. His arms, upper arms are on ball joints, and so are his lower arms. So you have good movement in those. He pegs in at the waist here, so he does also have movement here at the waist. Again, he does have ball joints at the knees and up here as well, so you have some pretty good range of motion. And his feet are also going to be on ball joints as well, so you can tilt like they'd have a little tilt to them either side, and then they can also go up and down. So yeah, not bad for these little figures. All right, so it looks like this one is Soundwave. Here we have a brilliant Soundwave. He looks really nice. I like the detail on him. I really hope this one doesn't suffer from gold plastic syndrome. That's a big fear of mine when I see figures like this. I think he would also display well with Golden Lagoon figures, as well as any Lucky Draw figures you might have in your collection. I think the only thing this one is missing, in my opinion, is, you know, maybe it would have been cool if he came with a cassette. Other than that, I think he looks really nice. One thing I will mention about this one in particular, it's very difficult to move his head. I'm not sure why it is, but and it also kind of butts up against his cannon here, so you know, you have to kind of move it out of the way. But out of all of the figures, his head is really tight on there, and it's very hard to move. Other than that, I mean, I really like this one. This is another one of my favorites from this box. All right, then we got Vehicle Bumblebee. This one also comes with a coin with Coronation Starscream on the front right here. And then that's what it looks like on the back. So here's what Bumblebee in vehicle mode looks like. He's got some detail on the sides, the front as well. Also, again, these wheels do technically move, just not very well. I also want to mention that it does have the same mold as the glittering Bumblebee from the Series 1 box that I did a video on. There they are side by side. And his cannon does move up and down at the top. Then we have Wheeljack. Here we have Wheeljack. I really like this G1 look that they did with him. It looks really nice. He's got a lot of good detail on the chest, on the legs as well. There is his blaster. There's his little cannon over his shoulder. There is some articulation in that too. It's on a ball joint. This part right here, I think, is supposed to be white. But yeah, he's also pretty plain on the back side here. This is one of my favorite ones out of this box. Then we have Bumblebee again. Okay, here we have Bumblebee. You can see he's got his Autobot insignia, his windshield, his headlights are down here. Here's his blaster. This can also be stored on the back right here, like this. You can also use this little section back here for third-party flight stands if you want to show them, you know, in an action pose, like in the air. So I think that's pretty cool. I wish Blokees would make their own flight stands for the different size characters that they have. And to compare him to the original size Blokees, this is what it looks like side by side. These are about 2 inches tall. They're just really cute, and they're like mini-con size, so I really like these. Okay, so this one is Dreamwave Ultra Magnus. It looks like he may have a matrix of leadership in his chest, but it's kind of a low resolution print there, so it's kind of hard to tell. I do like his head sculpt. I think it looks really nice. Again, his head is a little bit difficult to move. but it is movable. He does have some nice detail down here on the bottom of his legs. And there is his blaster. And then the back, of course, is plain, which is pretty much on all of them. But I do like this one as well, and he is also going to be one of my favorites from this box. Then we have Inferno. He has some detail up on his chest here and at the abdomen, but he's pretty plain down on his legs. There is his blaster. The articulation's going to be a little bit limited on him, but his ladder does, you know, go around and it pegs in the back. Also, you can peg his blaster in the back right here if you wanted to. If you wanted to display him without it, just like that. Then we have Vehicle Hook. I do want to mention that Blokees does sell a kit where you can take the vehicle modes of these vehicles and make Devastator with it, but they don't sell it in the US. I'm still trying to figure out how I can buy one, so if I can get a hold of one, I'll make a video for you guys. But let's go ahead and take a look at him. You can see his little window there. His wheels do move, but not very smoothly. There is some resistance, so he kind of just, you know, he can move, but they don't roll very well. And he does have some articulation here. His little thing can go around 360 like this. The hook is pegged on here, so it actually can go up and down as well. So even though this one is in a vehicle mode, there is pretty good articulation to it. And Bone Crusher. He looks pretty cute as well. He has some detail up here on his chest, but pretty plain at the bottom here on the legs. Then there's his blaster. And then he is also plain on the back side as well. This little part right here is gonna block you from being able to move his head back too far. But other than that, I think this one looks nice. I like the way he looks. Then this is Inferno Vehicle. One thing that I do want to mention about this guy is they didn't include the side windows here. They did give us the front windshield, but I really wish they would improve the resolution on their UV printing here on these figures. I think it would really boost the way these look. So I'm kind of disappointed in that. Also, I wanted to mention that this water cannon can come off. And this is pretty cool. I like this. And so we can take his hand off of his robot mode, and we can plug in his water cannon just like that. And I think this looks really cool. I'm glad that you were able to like switch accessories like that. So I wanted to show you guys that because I think this is a pretty cool feature. His wheels do roll, but not very smoothly. I'll show you guys. They technically do roll and move, just not very well. He does have some articulation up here, and his water cannon piece does move up and down. This one is Shattered Glass Ironhide. He's got some good detail on his chest here, and also down here on his legs. Here is his blaster. And as usual, pretty plain on the back side. And he's got some good detail on his face as well. And our last box is Bone Crusher Vehicle. So he does have some detail on the sides and down here with his treads. Here's the other side, the top and the bottom. This one does not roll at all. These are stationary. He does have some articulation with the canopy up here and the bucket on the front, which is nice. I think here and here is where the kit that Blokees sells, where it would plug in to help make the Devastator. At least that's what I'm assuming. One thing I would like to mention is the boxes are very hard to open, and you end up tearing the boxes up when you're opening the figures. Some collectors would like to keep the boxes, but the glue is so strong that it is impossible not to rip it up while opening. So I would like for them to use less strong of a glue. I also think that they should increase the resolution on the graphics on the Transformers. I think the lower resolution graphics that they put on the Transformers make them look a little bit cheap. I'm not a fan of the reusing of molds over and over again, especially when there are so many popular Transformers they haven't made yet. Other than that, I really like these figures, and the posability is great. That's going to wrap up today's video. What do you guys think about this Blokees release? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.